To the game. Oh wait, I didn't meet the game. Where's the game? There's the sound. I was waiting for Greedfall to get finished because I didn't want to overlap him. But I figured I was gonna play some of this. I don't know how long ago because I am a bit sniffly today. The allergies are crazy today. But play some Greedfall 2. I had a job to go look around the farm to see what we can do to repair. Hope like I don't have to.
Let's have a look at those tools. If they're broken, we might be able to repair them.
Oh, I failed it.
I don't know a thing about farming, so I have no idea if these tools can still be used.
I imagine they need new ones.
And then you fail, and then it's like you can't redo the check. You know what? We're just gonna load it. Yeah, we're gonna load this. Wait, is this one after? Oh, I can't breathe today. Yeah. All right, let's try this again.
Let's have a look at those tools. If they're broken, we might be able to repair them.
There we
These
go.
tools are old and well used, but they're still in good working condition.
That's odd. Maybe Mark exaggerated so we would bring him better tools.
Nice. All right. That's leaving the farm. Please inform me that you had the debt you incurred in setting up a farm in the high prairie region has been paid in full, including interest. I wish you continued success in this challenging venture. Remain at your supposed should require my loan services again. Interesting. What is going on with this farm?
Ludwig, I think your brother-in-law lied to us. This letter says all their debts have been paid.
Why would Mark do that? Is he trying to milk us for money?
Many Renaikes lie. They can't help it, especially when it comes to coin.
Mark, you lied to us. I'd like to know why.
What? I didn't lie to you, I assure you,
We took a look at your tools. They're in fine condition.
I didn't check them myself. Our farmhand told us they were no good. Why would he try to sabotage the farm?
You have no debts. We found a letter from your creditors that said you'd paid off the last of them.
You entered our house without even asking.
You're upset that we went into your house when you lied to us so brazenly.
Forgive me, it's true. I lied. And Clotilde isn't in Peren. She's hiding here in the barn. Clotilde, come out! She'll explain everything.
Here I am, Mark. They know everything.
Of course. You took us for complete fools. Why did you lie to us?
Because we didn't have any other choice. All this is your fault.
My fault? How's that?
General Eisenach sent his henchmen. He forced us to help him capture you.
Why did you accept? If you think he's going to spare you when he attacks, you're entirely mistaken.
Your favorite excuse. The General is so cruel that he'd kill us too. It's for that same reason that you let him kill your own brother. All Eisenach would have had to do is hand me the rope and I'd have hung you myself. That's how much I hate you. It doesn't matter if he kills us. At least Rudolph will live. He promised me. They're holding him, you see. I won't lose my son because of you.
Clotilde, I am sorry, but he tricked you. Rudolph is in Yuxantis. We met him. He was looking for you, by the way. That is why I have been searching for you in earnest. But forget that for now. Eisenach is coming, and we need to prepare.
You are right. We can most certainly use this failed trap against him. Are there any things here that we could use to defend the farm?
We could make some traps and place them in the courtyard. They'll have to go through there during the assault. They'll hurt.
That's an idea. There are lots of things in the barn we could use to build them with, if you know how to make them.
We could also place explosives in a few barrels in the courtyard. But we need to hurry. They'll soon be here. Well done. They'll be easier to defeat if they're bleeding before the fight even starts.
So what am I doing exactly? Trap set in strategic location before the attack with careful times running out. You could rig barrels with explosives to counter the general's attacks. Okay.
A nice explosion always goes down well in the middle of a fight.
I don't think there's anything else we can do.
I'll be in your debt if everyone gets out.
I didn't place any traps.
General Eisenach, at last we meet face to face.
Finally, I'll make you pay for my son's death, you gibbet-bound wretch.
I will
Gibbet-bound
not be
wretch.
hung without a fight.
I expected nothing less from you. Soldiers, attack!
Now, why did my abilities get all reassigned? Why don't I have... Well, that's interesting.
Show them what we're made
Oh,
of.
I had the wrong person selected. Oh yeah, increasing the damage definitely makes this goes a little bit quicker.
My armor is ruined.
Oh, you're fine. Hey, buddy.
Hang in there. Look, the general is fleeing. These must be his last men.
Show them what we're
buddy.
made of.
What you doing?
My armor is ruined.
Eisenach! You coward! Come back! We should go after him. That bastard will never leave my family in peace.
No, Ludwig, I don't think now is the time. If we go now, how can we be sure he doesn't have more soldiers waiting to take revenge on your family? Our priority is to make sure they're safe. We'll deal with the general another time.
You're alive.
Yes, but no thanks to you.
You caused us a great deal of pain. And I thought my son in danger. I didn't hesitate an instant choosing between him and you. But you were right. I heard what the general was saying. He would have killed us all. And I suppose it was the same as when he had your brother. I am sorry, Ludwig. I apologize.
If I hadn't killed the general's son, none of this would have happened.
His son was your commanding officer, wasn't he? Why did you kill him?
He was a cold-hearted fool, completely drunk on power, who had already put us through hell on the battlefield. He was always risking our lives, never his own. We meant nothing to him. We had captured enemy soldiers that day. They were poor people, peasants who had been forcibly conscripted, just like us. They were our neighbors. We knew some of them. He ordered us to kill them so we wouldn't have to feed them. Their lives were of no value to him. I refused to obey his order, and so did the others. He threatened to hang us for insubordination. We fought him. He could barely hold a sword. I killed him.
And you were right to do so. I'm sorry, Ludwig. I didn't know what happened.
Some of the hand gestures are
All
like
I knew
really...
was that because of that incident, we lost so many of our family members and our home.
I know. How many times have I asked myself if I could have done things differently?
But we can't turn back time. At least Rudolf is alive. He wants to see you again. We could take you to Yuxantis if you'd like. Our friend Captain Arvida will be happy to take you there, I'm sure.
That's all I could ever want. But Mark, that means leaving the farm behind.
After everything that's just happened here, I think it's best to get away for a while. Let's go to Yuxantis.
Immediately just takes me to Yuxantis. Really? What if I didn't want to leave the place yet? What if I wanted to remain there? Here. Let me move some stuff out of your way. And you can sleep a little bit better. Lay down now. You are.
Rudolph, you got my message?
Mom!
My darling, I thought I'd lost you. I never imagined it would be your uncle who would bring us together at last.
Hello.
This is Mark, my new husband. He helped me so much after we fled the village. I hope you'll get along well.
Come on. Let's leave them to celebrate.
It's
their
weird
happy
because some of the
reunion.
cutscenes they're showing
Thank you.
characters like the
Thank
person's
you all
talking
for
to them,
helping
but
me
it's like not the
save
person they
them,
need to
bring
talk
them
to.
back together.
Nice. Let's see. What kind of points do we have? Let's see. Skills. Yeah. Let's see. I can't do anything here. I don't think. I guess I can. Oh, I can get both of them. Nice. And attributes. Oh, no talents, though. Sorry, you're in the way. I know, I keep disturbing you because you're like right in the way of my... Let's do that. Neelon's path. Alright. Do we have anything here? Over here, we might as well talk to this person. The theft at the library. No!
You've come back. How can I help you?
The letter you sent. What was it about? Why do you wish to speak with us?
It is a very serious matter. Someone from outside our guild attempted to sneak into the restricted area of the Great Library. The guard apprehended the person in question easily. It was a spy from Teleme. But she refused to tell us why she's here. I need to discover how she was able to get past our security measures and what she took. You must understand, this part of the library is protected by devices that only those who are authorized know how to use. Meaning, only Naughts that have attained the rank of captain. Our great library houses the entire bank of knowledge the Naughts have gathered. The other nations covet it, you can be sure. If the nations of Gakan had access, they would no longer need our services. Our very existence depends on this knowledge. They could sail and pillage the islands we've discovered as they please. Other islands would suffer the same fate as Tirfridi. It is imperative that you discover what brought this spy here, and especially how she was able to break in.
Why not ask the guard to carry out this investigation?
We have an uninvited rat hiding in the hull. I am convinced that only one of my sister or brother Naughts could have let the spy into the restricted area. Until I found the culprit, and let's hope there be only one. I can trust no one, except for you. Please, go and interrogate the prisoner. Try to discover the identity of her guide. And please use the utmost discretion.
I admit I am curious.
I haven't had the time to organize a complete inventory, but though the guards didn't find anything on her...
Thank you for trusting us.
May the winds fill your sails.
May the wind fills your sails.
Goodbye.
All right.
Goodbye. It's always a pleasure.
Where is she? Oh. All right. Looks like we're over here. Fast travel for the win. Let's save it out here.
You cannot enter here without official authorization. Unless you're accompanied by a captain of the Naughts or someone with higher rank, of course.
The Master Librarian sent us.
If that were true, you'd have the proper
You shouldn't have mentioned the Master Librarian.
We'll be leaving.
Have a good day.
Oh. Evening, John. How you doing? All right, we need to go back to the ship, and we need to switch out a party member for the captain. I'm already at the dock. Why would I need to approach the dock again? Oh no. Are we crashing? No. I was like, that would be the first time I've ever crashed.
Tess, home at last.
Alright. We need to take the captain. We'll take Nilan. And her. Let's see, what skills does she have? Sorry, Kitty, I had to mute my mouth. My mic.
How will we get into the cells in the Harbour Master's office?
Well, those guards spend as much time in the tavern as on duty. Perhaps we could make friends with one of them over a drink.
Very well. Let's go.
That was weird.
Good day. What can I do for you?
Can we enter the Harbour Master's office?
Captain Alvida, you speak for them and will assure that they will neither Of course. In that case,
We'll be leaving.
have a good day. Greetings, Captain Alvida.
Alright, where's the person we need to speak to?
This door is locked.
Huh.
It looks like she's sleeping.
Wake her up. There's no time to waste.
Adam, wake up. We need to speak to you.
She's dead.
Hey!
That's odd. She didn't even flinch. We should take a closer look at her.
She's
I
dead.
understand why she wouldn't answer. She's not breathing. Look at her cheeks. They're red and her pupils are dilated. She's been poisoned.
Didn't realize I
I
was doing
believe you
check.
called this poison belladonna on the continent.
Someone didn't want her talking to us. Our only hope is to search her, in hopes that she's hiding something in her belongings.
There's nothing in her scarf. Nothing. Her jacket is the first thing the guards would have searched. There's nothing in her pockets, and there's no lining to hide anything in. Well, have a look at this.
Yeah,
There's a
yeah.
secret
You
pocket
definitely
in
get
her
a
boots.
few companions along the way.
There are notes inside.
The number on this note looks like the ones used to classify documents in libraries. It must refer to the document the spy was supposed to steal. What do you make of the second note?
It's a series of odd symbols. It could be a coded message. There is nothing more to learn here, I'm afraid. We should return to see the Master Librarian and report our findings.
That's an excellent suggestion. He'll be able to tell us more about the stolen document and might even know this strange code.
You start to get your a mermaid with a fishing rod, 2 barrels stacked on top of another, box stacked with a circle, a flagpole on the roof. I'm assuming that at the mermaid with the fishing rod, you go up, and then with 2 barrels stacked on top of each other, you go right, and then or left. And the box marked with a circle, you go right, and the flagpole on the roof. Huh. Why does he want me to talk to Alvita? Well, I didn't want to go in there.
My friend, is there anything I can do for you?
I guess it's just...
I won't bother you any longer.
Don't worry.
Maybe we'll go this way. Okay. Abandoned house.
I can't do it.
Guess we gotta go the right way then. Yeah, the people I have so far, I don't know if there's any like special ones, but the people I have so far, just you get them through the story. Oh, yeah. I don't think I'm gonna be able to stream a lot today. I'm tired.
You've come back. How can I help you?
We were able to enter the prison without anyone suspecting a thing.
Did the prisoner tell you anything?
That would have been difficult, seeing as how she was dead when we found her.
What?
I don't know. Last night, I don't know. It's
Well, how
I
did she
just
die?
allergies seems to be affecting me
She
today
was
or something.
poisoned.
At least I hope their allergies
Belladonna
not getting
was
sick.
used.
But I did not sleep very well last night, and I had to be up at.
Suicide.
I did
She
get up at
had
1 a.m.
avoided
this morning, but I
poison
ended
would
up
have been found
I
when she
ended up
was
sleeping
searched.
a hell of a lot longer
Did
than
you
I
learn
wanted
anything
to this
at all?
morning.
Perhaps by searching her?
Yes, there was a secret pocket in her boots. We found these two notes. One contains a number that we think
I had like
refers
a
to the document she was to
3-hour
steal
drive
from
one
the
way
Great
and 3
Library.
hours back, and I
The
was
other
like,
is a list of exotic symbols.
felt like I was passed
Some
out
sort of
sleeping for
code.
most of it.
Do they mean
I know,
anything
dangerous
to you?
driving that way, but you
No.
know, you gotta do what you gotta
Wait.
do.
Perhaps it's not a code, but rather a series of directions. This first symbol, for example, makes me think of a mermaid carrying a fishing rod, which corresponds to the name of our tavern. It could be a covert way of showing our spy the way to find her contacts. As for this number, by the eels, I believe it's a map from the most secret part of the library. Let me check that right away. One of our maps is missing. It's a map that reveals the location of an island yet undiscovered by those on the continent. This is a disaster. Is that all you found on the spy?
Yes. Whoever killed her must have taken the missing map. After the spy stole it, she was of no utility to him. And her murder in our prison confirms your suspicions. There were knots involved.
We must find that map, or you and I both know all too well what fate will befall the people who live on that island.
Larry.
See what you can do to decipher these symbols. Follow the trail. It's the only lead we have to finding the people behind all this. Good luck. And be on your guard. The death
I'm
of that
going
spy
on a
proves
treasure
that
hunt
they're
on a
capable
pirate
of
island.
anything.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. It's always a pleasure.
I wish we had rainy weather, but it's hitting 90 degrees already. What is it now? Yeah, it's 91 outside. We're under an extreme heat warning. Of course, this is Arizona, so extreme heat warning means nothing. All right, it's saying that we need to go over to the inn. Oh, that's a bug. No one's talking.
Look, 2 stacked barrels. That looks like the symbol in the note. We're on the right track. But now, which way should we go?
No, I can't remember. Two barrels stacked on top of each other, we go left. I'm assuming that if we're facing this way, we go this way then. What was the next thing we needed to find? I think I'd rather be in a place with extreme cold than heat. My theory has always been you can always put on more clothes, but you can only take off so much. But yeah, I'm afraid of this summer with it being hot this early already. I mean, normally I don't turn the AC on until like April, but this time I turned it on at the beginning of, near the end of February or whatever it was. So yeah, I'm not, not looking forward to this summer. Oh, what's that I'm looking for? Man, I read it and then I lost it. A box marked with a circle. Ran past it. Ah.
There's the crate marked with a circle. Let's keep going.
Then a flagpole on the roof. Assuming that's the flagpole on the roof.
Look at the roof of this building with that pole. I think that's what this symbol represents. But I don't see anyone.
We should go inside. Our spies might be there.
We'll have to be careful. We're not supposed to be here.
It's like I've been in, I lived in upstate New York for a while, and I mean, it's weird. One day with wind chill, it got to like negative 125, and I think I'd prefer that over this. But, you know, everyone says, how do you survive that heat? And it's like, we move from air conditioning house to our air conditioning car to our air conditioning job. Oh, yeah, I have a key. It's in the page. You can read the following trip. That fool just had to get caught. Never mind, we got the map now. The encounter with the Thelmite will take place at the creek in Hinterland, and the chief will be responsible for handing him over, so there's no risk of it going wrong.
We found a notebook. It says that the people who were here had some sort of business to do at the cove in the backcountry.
We should go there. I want to know who's behind this.
Woo, big chest. All right. I mean, I can't. No. Am I still considered in a restricted area? I'll use fast travel each and every time I have it available. Let me tell you one thing, though. I miss having 4 seasons. Man, these monkeys. You get them all?
Still no one. I feel like we're always one step behind.
We should go take a look around the dinghy. Maybe we'll find another note.
At last, we meet.
I recognize you. You serve under my father's orders.
How did you learn that we were following your trail?
You lack discretion. We heard a band of foreigners led by a Tyrfordine has been leading an investigation for the Master Librarian of Yuxantis. We tailed you.
And now? You orchestrated a break-in of the Great Library, during which you stole a map. A map that you had hoped to sell to Teleme.
You've discovered our little operation. That's a shame. However, I'm certain there must be a way to make this go away.
You cannot seriously mistake this person for a bastion of scruples. This deal seems highly unlikely to be respected. I am well aware that you are part of my father's flotilla. What do you think he will say when we reveal your implication in this sordid business?
90%, huh?
The Admiral will be surprised to learn that members of his crew have betrayed the guild, casting the shadow of doubt upon his authority. What do you think he'll have done to you?
By every foul wind I've ever crossed, couldn't you stay on your island and stop nosing around on ours?
Yeah, I heard something about
Here,
that.
Take your map.
I've been trying to avoid all the
us.
leaks
The
and
Admiral
all
does
the
not need to
information
be
that keeps
summoned
coming
by
out.
this matter.
But we'll probably hear it from Rinfell first. once the embargo can lift. Yeah, I mean, that's why they had it a really small affair. I mean, there was, I guess, a journalist there and 6 people, like streamers, that were there. Pretty good opportunity. I can't wait to have opportunities like that. I think it would be pretty cool. Be invited behind the scenes at certain studios. But with Rinfeld's reaction to the news, like, oh, I can't tell you, it's got to be some pretty big news. Pretty exciting news that we would all really enjoy.
You've come back. How
We followed the thief's trail using the documents we found in the spy's belongings.
Now that's mighty good news. Tell me everything.
The symbols were a treasure hunt of sorts that led to an old warehouse. There we found a note that mentioned a meeting near a cove in the backcountry.
And you went there, I imagine. Did you find the traitors?
Yes. Unfortunately, they must have discovered we were on their trail, and they were lying in wait.
That was to be expected. These traitors have ears even among the guard. Were you able to recover the map?
Yes, we found the map. Here, take it.
Thank you. It's a relief to have it back. I will make sure it never leaves these library walls again. Were you able to identify any of the traitors?
We'd seen the woman who seemed to be their leader before. She spoke with Admiral Barcelos after our trial.
I will ask the Admiral if he recalls her name. We will find her, thanks to your help. If we can capture her, we will certainly be able to unmask the other traitors. I know you did your best, and I thank you from the bottom of my heart to have brought this map back to me and to have pointed me in the direction of the traitors. But the entire city is now aware of this affair. The scandal is enormous. The worst has been avoided, but I'm afraid the end still isn't in sight. If ever you should need my help, I would be more than happy to assist you.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
I don't understand. Did I not load the right one? I wonder if I loaded the autosave and not the quick save. Because otherwise, how would the whole city know? Yeah. You know when Rin is giddy, it's like, must be some pretty big news. Alright, so we saved it there. So let me go back to the ship now. Switch out the party members. Ugh. See if anyone needs to talk to me, though. Ludwig seems to need to say something.
It's nice of you to have accompanied me to High Prairie, and to have helped me sort out this affair when you already have so much to do. I'll not forget what you've done for me and mine. And now you know everything about my life.
As a smuggler, you're always on the move. What's that like?
It's not the life I would have chosen. I would have liked a quiet life on a plot of land with my family. but the war stole that dream away from me. I was forced to follow the local nobleman into battle, and it was chaos. Finally, I left all that, left everything behind, it's true. But the ties I once had cost me far too dearly. Well, at least I'm not alone out here on the road anymore.
I have to keep going. I don't have much of a choice. Those who stayed behind on our island, and the ones I've lost for good and won't see.
I'm sorry. I know what that's like, and there's no greater pain than being cut off from a part of yourself. Your memories, however painful, can sometimes help you. They can provide.
It's like I wouldn't even wish for new content,
misery.
just like increasing or not increasing, but making things in the current game even better. But new content would be awesome.
The hardest ones to fuel your anger. You'll need it.
Forgive my curiosity, but why did you...
As you know, the giant monster matter was worrying me. But after what we discovered, it seemed logical to see it through with you. I must still be an altruist at heart. Unless it's just that I enjoy your company.
I find it admirable that you care so much about the fate of others.
I swear I have good reason. I know how difficult the lives of ordinary people are. I know how... So I care for them. You've been through utter horror. Yet you're willing to...
Nice.
Goodbye, Ludwig.
Bye. Take care.
Alright. I'm not seeing anyone else needing me. Oh, guess she does.
I want you to know how guilty I feel for involving you in such a dangerous affair. I was so naive. I was hoping to find help and support from someone I greatly respect. But all I did was get you caught up with Baran. Some people are frightfully venal. It shocks and disappoints me.
I think it's been a while since I've ever
hope you'll forgive me.
touched on that. It's been a while since I've gotten pretty far into the game.
I need to go.
Of course.
But I've been trying to play multiple games, but man, I only have time for
Do you have a minute?
one game. I
There's
suppose I could
something
play
I'd
other
like to
games on the
talk to you
weekend,
about.
but
I'm listening.
Do you remember the missionary we saw in town?
The one who called...
My fam. When we saw him.
well, I've already
And
listened
I'd
to
like
this.
you to come. What do you...
Yeah, we can
I'd
help
be
her.
happy to come.
Thank... He's probably... Let's go.
See you later.
It's...
Yeah, she's locked my party at the moment. Let's see. Take the captain and Nilon. Yeah, that always makes you like, man, I gotta start over again. It's like with Soul Mask 1.0 coming out next month, and it's like they're wiping the official servers, and it's like, oh, I gotta start over again. But with all the changes and the stuff they made to the game, and it's like it's gonna be pretty cool. Let's see, does it put me back? Ah, it does put me back here.
Good day. What can I do for you?
Can we enter the harbor,
Captain Arvid.
Of course.
And that...
We'll be leaving.
Have
Since I literally just saw this not that long ago, I'll just
greetings,
skip through it
Captain
all.
Alvida.
It looks like she's sleeping.
Wake her up. There's no time to waste.
Madam, wake up. We need to speak to you. Hey!
That's odd.
Yeah, an hour.
She didn't even flinch. We should take a closer look at her.
I understand why she wouldn't. We should. Well,
Edmund, what?
there is nothing more to learn here.
At this point, I just want to know what the changes are. To Starfield, that is.
You've come back. How can I...
We were.
One of our maps is missing.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
So skip. Wait, what was I doing again? I think it's, for me, it's just going to be lay down on the couch for a little while time. But I may go sleep early today. I don't know. I was thinking about finishing this quest for the second time and then calling it there.
Look, 2 stacked barrels. That looks like the symbol in the note. We're on the right track. But now, which way should we go?
Still trying to figure out a more reliable way to get makeshift tools. I've only found it in like one vendor.
There's the crate marked with a circle. Let's keep going. Look at the roof of this building with that bow. I think that's what this symbol represents. I don't have the key.
Oh,
Be quiet.
I missed
Don't
picking
want
up the
to be
key.
overheard.
There it is.
We found a notebook.
Who knows, but you know you're gonna pay it. Have they confirmed that it will be an additional charge? Yeah. Suppose I haven't got many games from playing from early access to full access. Well, I wouldn't know.
There they are.
Let's get closer without being noticed.
Huh.
So we can hear what they're saying.
Is it because I didn't announce myself? Because they were not here the first time.
What are you all doing out here?
I am well aware. What do you think?
If we give your name to the Admiral...
Let's show them what we're made of!
No, she's like an actual boss. Huh. That was interesting because I had said that I'm there on the account of the Great Library, Great Library. That's how they figure out that I was there. This time I didn't do that and they didn't notice that I was there. Interesting. I wonder if it'll be the difference if you bought the full special edition plus the season pass and all that. Because that's what I ended up doing for Starfield. Was just bought everything with the Shattered Space DLC and everything.
You've come back. How can I help you?
We followed the thieves' trail using the...
Now that's...
The symbols were... There we found a note that mentioned...
And you went there, right?
Yes. We tried to listen...
That's truly unfortunate. Were you able to...
Yes, we found...
Thank you. Were you able to...
We'd seen the woman who's...
If ever you...
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Wonder what the different outcome would be if I had actually solved that that stealth. I don't know. That sounds like a problem for another time, but yeah, I can't remain upright anymore. I need to lay down. But thank you for watching. Thank you for chatting. Always a pleasure to have at least some chat in the thing. But if you are watching and haven't chatted or haven't done anything, I am live on both YouTube and Twitch. I am trying to build the channel. I am trying to put out more content. So go ahead and give a like, a follow, a subscribe, and all that. And I'll see you next time.